Know who you are. Celebrate your culture. Life is a festival. Explore it with me, Lady Nay. Join us live Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. Let's share information. Naptano chaque samedi, 6h pour 7h du soir, as we discover Afro-Caribbean culture. L'union fait la force.
I'm your lady, Lady Nay, and we're here, as promised, at Andrew Braata Clarke's Grand Ole Market. We're here in Brooklyn, New York. We're going to celebrate Christmas Caribbean style. Thanks for being with us, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and all the best to you. We'll be right back.
My name is Sadiki and I'll be your host. I'll be taking you through this lovely program that we have lined up for you. But before we go any further, let me find out, any Jamaicans here? We just win Miss World. I know so it go. I know so it go. So let's try that again. Any Jamaican here? Absolutely amazing. Simply I'm Jamaican too. Now of course, we have all the Caribbean islands. A little while ago I was downstairs and I was checking out all the vendors. Braata Production has brought to you all, of course, some wonderful talents. And not only are they Jamaican talents, we've stretched it out throughout the Caribbean, so we also included other islands to the thing, right? So it's a good evening for us. Anybody else from anywhere else? Haiti? One person? Anybody from Trinidad and Tobago? One? So you can introduce yourself. One, two. All right. Let me see. Anyone from Barbados? Barbados. Rihanna. All right. She's Jamaican. Is that true? We'll let you have her. We'll let you have her. What about Guyana? Guyana. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we have a musician from Guyana. Who am I missing out? You know what St. Lucia? No, shout it out. Am I missing out anybody? There we go. All right, everyone, welcome everyone to this fantastic show that we have for you. As Brooklyn people, we know how to put on the party, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Future by now. I started it about a year ago. I sell everything is homemade, soy candles and shea butter, all skincare products over here, shea butter and body mist.
I smell like a really nice soft scent, and it's very relaxing.
Pink sugar. It's a great lotion. I make it all myself. It's made out of shea butter, cocoa butter, mango butter, and a lot of good essential oils that are good for your skin. Just something to moisturize your skin, especially it's cold out. It's getting cold outside. You want to stay moisturized.
And can I tell you something? You know, we Caribbean folks, we're used to the nice warm island sun. And when we migrate to a cold place, we don't know about lotion and those things. And I really hate to see people with dry, cracked skin,
Yes.
because it can actually, you can get hurt, you can get cut, and you know, the winter's very harsh on your skin, so you need to stay hydrated and moisturized.
It's on in the morning, and I could stay all day moisturized. I'm not worried about reapplying. The shea butter is great to keep that skin moisturized, yes.
And this is really all your stuff, your vision.
So about a year ago, I was just looking for something to make people feel good about themselves, whether it's with the lotion, so you feel moisturized, with the candles, you're at home, you want to relax, you had a long day, you can unwind. Just looking for something that I could exude positivity out into the world. So this is my way to give people positive vibes.
To me, there's nothing like getting like a handmade product and knowing who you got it from, because I think energy is a very real thing.
Yes, and I make everything. I don't make anything if I'm in a bad mood. It could wait until tomorrow. Make sure I'm in good vibes so that I exude that energy into the product, and when you're putting it on, you feel that same good energy.
So it's very, very important.
It takes a lot to rehearse. We have to pay for rehearsal space and costumes. These folks have to be compensated for their time. Like everybody else, I think it's an essential service that we're providing to the community. And if it's that essential, there has to be an intrinsic financial value attached to it. But we're not going to give up. We're putting out a GoFundMe campaign. We're going to launch that after Grand Market into the new year in hopes that we can raise a sort of reserve fund that if a gig calls and says, boy, we only have $300 and $300 can't pay nobody, can't pay 10 people, you know, we can offset that with our reserve fund. So we hope that you'll support us, yes? Fantastic.
Mr. Michael, how are you doing, brother?
I'm very well, thanks. How you doing?
Aren't-
You kind of put me on the spot, but that's all right. Then let us see how it goes.
Let me tell you, this is the right spot to be in, okay?
Well,
because
I
you're with
would agree.
Lady Nay.
I would agree. So, Lady Nay, how you doing?
I'm feeling very festive. You see, I have my little jingle bell here. I'm here to celebrate Caribbean culture, Caribbean Christmas. And the thing that excites me the most is that this is a learning experience for me. And I think it could be a learning experience for you too.
It's the same for me indeed, because right now I feel as if, Lord, they're going to put me on TV, but that's all right. That's fine. Me nervous. You see, me really nervous. You know, I'm just going to be myself.
That's all you can be. I don't want you to be anyone else. Right. So now I want you to tell me, I know what island you're representing, but I'm going to give you the chance to big up your island. What island you representing for today?
I'm, what that island? Cook Island? Yes.
All right. Is that on the map?
Yes, Cook Island is on the map. Actually, they had a delegate from the Cook Island at the Miss World pageant. Yes, but I'm from the island of Jamaica, and I'm all things Jamaica.
Now, can you share some of your fondest Christmas memories in Jamaica growing up as a kid?
Most certainly. When I was a child and lived in Jamaica, one of the things that I remember that was really, really something that I loved at Christmas was that they would prepare for Christmas, where they would do the painting, they would whitewash the stones and the trees. You'd find that the women and the wives in the various homes would be preparing the meat, and fruits for the cake and all that good stuff, and you could smell the aroma in the community, because everybody is as if it was a competition. Everybody was doing their thing, and everybody's flavor and aroma just smelled so good. You want to eat at everybody's house. And then the children would always prepare to go away with mommy and daddy and relatives for grand market. And so those were the great things that I liked as a child growing up for Christmas.
And so now you're at the Grand Market in New York City, right? And you've traveled a long way to come here and represent and carry that tradition on, right?
Precisely. I mean, this was a vision of Andrew Clarke, who is the head of the Braata Productions, and he thought that, to just bring back the nostalgia so that we can reminisce of old times. So he brought it here.
Everyone's saying the same thing: black cake, rum cake, black cake, fruit cake. And it smells really sweet around here. I think everybody would probably come to this table before they leave.
I hope so too, but support others as well. Yes.
So you have a very staple item for Caribbean Christmas.
Yes.
And can you tell us what it is that you're offering tonight?
Okay, for tonight I'm offering the Jamaican fruit cake. Some call it Jamaican rum cake. Here they call it black cake. I guess because of the color, the browning that is being used, they call it black cake. I also have what we known as Jamaican sweet potato pudding. It is made from sweet potatoes.
Do you know what we call that in Haiti? We call that pain patat.
Oh, pem patats.
We have the same thing, and it's made out of sweet potato, and they bake it and everything. It's exactly the same thing, just a different name.
I also have banana cheese. It is very famous in Jamaica at Easter time, but we do have it as Christmas as well. Yes.
Well, you know what? I know everyone's going to come here. I want to stay. I really just want to sit here at this table and sample a little bit of everything, but the show's about to start and I have to go upstairs. But I promise I'll be back.
All right, thank you so much.
Bon, assoya on connaît. Très bien, grâce à Dieu. Et m'bokoto pour le rapport, on connaît faut venir flotter le rapport pour Haïti parce que le 1er janvier 2020 a fait Haïti 226 années d'indépendance. Donc 1er samedi flotter là, faut que c'est le rapport pour me saluer Haïti, c'est ça.
Eh bien, nous toujours bien contents. Well, nous venons là pour nous supporter, pour nous capables camper bon côté. We love you very much, and we can't wait to see you upstairs.
That's I know. I love you too, guys. I love your husband, who's your promoter, who's your cameraman, and thank you, my love. And I'm ready.
So I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading over to Haiti. Now this lady acts a beautiful voice, a melodious voice, and she's here to take you on this wonderful Haitian culture. Please put your hands together for the beautiful and talented Miss Jocelyne Dorisme.
Life is what it is. La vie, c'est ça.
C'est It's going to be 226 years of my independence. My country, it's your country. We come from in the same different area, but the same culture, the same style. Okay, thank you so much. Haiti, I love you. Everybody stand up if you want. Make a dance with me.
Shonda, and I'm here with Digicel, as you can see today. We have an awesome promotion going on today where if you like to send credit or data to your loved ones back home, you automatically get entered into the promotion that we have now. The promotion is for 6 weeks. Every time you send $10 or more credit or data to your loved ones back home, you get entered to win $5,000 or a trip for 2 back home.
I would love to go back home.
Well, it's pretty easy. You can either go to the Digital Tap Up app or you can go to the store, anyone. Once you send $10 or more, you get entered automatically. There's nothing else you need to do.
That seems pretty simple. Now, I heard that Digicel also does a lot of wonderful things and a lot of charity work back in the Caribbean.
Yes, Digicel is big on community service and giving back to the Caribbean countries that they're involved in. So what they do is every year they actually give away a lot back to each country that they're in.
Wow, that's wonderful to hear. So thanks so much for telling us about the promotion. Thanks for representing for the island. Anybody you want to say hello to back home?
I know. I just like to say Merry Christmas when it comes to everybody.
Okay, thank you so much.
On the entertainment team at Sandals. And that's where I saw the talent of this particular person. He's the founder and the executive director of Braata Production, a graduate of Edna Manley School of Performing Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, also he went to Brooklyn College and of course got himself, degree in, of course, theater. Ladies and gentlemen, the talent goes beyond singing, goes beyond dancing. This man is an all-round entertainer. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Braata's own Andrew Clarke.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your clothes.
to share with me some of your fondest memories of Christmas when you were a kid on the island?
Well, all right. I was fortunate enough to grow up with my grandparents. For a lot of people, they think it's a bad thing, but I was fortunate enough to grow up with my grandparents. So a Christmas for me was church first. Yeah. Then they would probably purchase one of those really beautiful outfits for grand markets and celebrations.
Wait.
Better than this. Even better.
Because you're looking pretty decked out right now.
Well, we do try. It has never left me, you know. But usually that's the case in Jamaica. Then we'll hit the streets, and I tell you, the food, the festivities, and then I'll run away whenever it's the Jankuno, you know. Then I'll run away for a bit because I was scared when I was a child.
Wait, you got to tell me what that is.
Well, the Jankuno it's an ancient tradition in Jamaica. Every Christmas, it's basically a masquerade parade where you have the horse lady, the policeman, and they all dress up in these costumes, pitchy-patchy, but they're actually very scary. As a child growing up, this was scary stuff. But usually the Jankuno parade is done 3 times per year. And these were the only 3 times that were given to the slaves as a holiday. So this was something that is significant to our culture in Jamaica. So we kept it going. It's a tradition for us, but it's scary stuff. Now as an adult, I appreciate it more, and it's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, you see, I just learned something new. I appreciate you sharing that story with me.
There we go. My pleasure. Thank you.
Well, we're going to wrap it up because I want to see you upstairs on the stage doing your thing. I want to see all the other artists upstairs too. So thank you so much for just giving me a little tidbit about what's going to happen tonight, and good luck.
It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure, Lady Nay, and take care of yourself. Hello, Haiti.
Braata Production, Afro-Creole, Bon Bagay.
Bon Bagay.
Hey!
I got the inflection right?
Yes.
All right.
That means good stuff.
Bon Bagay.
Wow, you learn very quickly.
All right. I love languages. I love languages, and I really, even as a Jamaican, I feel like I consider myself a Caribbean man because we're all so connected. We're all alike. We have such shared experiences and such shared practices. It's just that we happen to have been dropped off in different islands. So yeah, man. Yeah.
You got it. And we're cousins, Jamaicans, Haitians. We're all cousins. We're all family. So I've been looking forward to this grand old market for so long. I've been telling people about it. I've been on the radio. I've been everywhere shouting it from the rooftop.
I've seen that.
I'm very happy to see that it's a reality right now.
So many vendors. I think we've got 20.
Well, we've been talking to a good number of them, and I'm learning about Jamaican Christmas and other islands and the things that people used to do, and I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds very familiar.
Absolutely, man. We think of something like black cake or fruit cake or rum cake. We all have it, we just have different styles of the way we make it, but the result most times looks the same and it just tastes a little bit different. Everybody, I think, drinks sorrel. There's a version of sorrel. Some people just add ginger, some people add another type of spice to it. So yeah, man, it's things that are very common.
So tonight's event is very exciting and I'm looking forward to it. I know that my good friend Jocelyne Dorisme, she was so excited to be a part of the show, and she called me up yesterday. She's like, it was so great.
Oh gosh, yeah, man.
So can you tell us about some of the other artists who are going to be performing tonight?
Okay, so we have Pluto, Shervington, which is a legendary performer. He has a slew of hits and he will keep people dancing the whole time. There's Braata Folk Singers, which is our in-house Caribbean folk ensemble. They'll be doing some songs from their Christmas album, Run Come Quick. Stephanie Johnson, a fantastic powerhouse of a gospel vocalist. She will be raising the roof of this building to open the show. Batingua Performing Arts Company, that's a Caribbean youth ensemble representing Trinidad and Tobago. So they'll be teaching us a little bit about Trinidadian Christmas. And then I'll be performing if I manage to be in good voice.
I think I'm going to end the interview and hurry and run, come and go upstairs, right?
Yes, yeah, man.
I'm standing here, I'm looking at your table, and I'm getting very thirsty. And I've never seen you in this capacity. I always see you with the flag, and I always see you running around and you're barbecuing. But tonight you're doing something different. What are you doing?
Well, this is the new brand. We just started this brand back in February. It's the Natural Fountain. It's a natural juice made from natural products, blend and squeeze with 100% perfection. We have lemonade, ginger beer, sorrel. The sorrel right now, this time of year, sorrel is going great. You know, Christmas time is the sorrel time, so sorrel is the top seller right now, and it's doing good. So the Natural Fountain was born February 2019, and we are in 23 stores right now, and we're just building.
All right, then. That means, you know what? That means Natural Fountain is going to look out for us too, huh?
Right. Yeah, of course, Natural Fountain is going to look out for you. As a matter of fact, you can follow us on our social media, Instagram, at Natural Fountain, and you'll see all of the information about Natural Fountain.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Everything looks good. I wish you the best, and we're going to run upstairs so we can get some performances.
All right, thank you very much. And remember the Natural Fountain, Instagram, Natural Fountain, and my contact number is 917-912-3973 if you need more information on the product itself. All right?
Okay, we have a lot of wonderful, talented people, and I'm sitting here next to one of the talented artists, but you're a singer, right?
I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a reggae singer-songwriter.
We love that reggae. I love reggae. All right, so can you tell me what is your music about?
Okay, so this is my latest album. It's called Happiness is Priceless. And it's about money, really. It's a concept album about money, the choices we make when we don't have money, or the choices we make when we have a lot of money.
How can we be happy if we don't have any money?
Well,
or just a little bit of money?
Yeah, well, you need money to take care of your needs, your basic needs. But, I mean, above a certain amount of money, really, money doesn't really bring, I mean, there are lots of studies that have shown that money doesn't bring any happiness. Is not the thing that really brings you happiness. What brings you happiness is when you find your purpose in life and you fulfill that purpose. When you help people, it brings you satisfaction. You know, so I mean, you need, as I said, you need to eat. You need to take care of your cover your body to protect yourself from the elements. You need to live somewhere. But outside of that, you know, you don't need a yacht to be happy.
I think you're right. I think this right here, talking to people, learning about the Caribbean, representing for the culture, that makes me very happy.
There are lots of other things that you can get happiness from apart from just acquiring stuff.
So do you think your music will make people happy?
Well, my fans seem to make my fans happy. I have some fans and it seems to make me happy. And my fans, you know, play these songs on repeat. And I heard a couple last night. I saw a couple last night arguing about which is their favorite song on the album. You know, yeah, I think my album makes my fans happy. It makes me happy.
All right. So then, if some people want to hear some of your happiness music, how can they get it?
Well, my website is DesmondTheSongwriter.com, and all my social media links are there. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud. Did I say Facebook already? Instagram. Just go to my website, DesmondTheSongwriter.com, and you'll find all my links there.
So we're here at the Grand Ole Market. This is Caribbean Christmas celebration, right? Yes. And I would like for you to share with me some of your fondest memories on the island as a child around Christmas time. What made you happy as a child?
Yes. Well, long before Christmas came around, as a child on the island, I grew up in an environment where people cared about each other, shared with each other. I went to a church, for example, where there are lots of wealthy people that went to the church and a lot of poor folk, and nobody really knew the difference because we just acted like one. We shared what we had and we lived together. So by the time it came around to Christmas, it was just more sharing of black cake, sorrel.
The rum cake?
Yes, the black rum cake and sorrel, and you know, there's more food, more sharing. We were sharing all year, and then so Christmas wasn't really such a big deal because we just did more of what we did throughout the year. Growing up in the island, we were sharing people.
So I'm hearing that community makes you happy.
Extremely. It's. I mean, we can't do without each other.
You were telling me about how you got started in this?
Yes, really. I'm a dancer, and my dancing had led me through, designing. I needed like a couple skirts, and I couldn't afford to pay for it. And then, my dance led me through. And my mom was a designer, and she used to design my costumes for me. But my mom came and passed, and I decided, okay, I have to try to learn. So I took a class for 6 weeks and hated it. Yeah, and 9 years later, I needed like about 40 skirts, and I couldn't afford to pay like $50-$60 for a skirt, so that led me back into sewing, yeah. So I started on my own, started teaching myself, and it led me here. Yeah.
So then it turned into something you love, even though you hated the process at first, right?
Yeah, at first I had no interest in sewing, but yeah. Now I love what I do. I love it now, yeah.
And you're telling me that all of these things are handmade by you, sir?
All are handmade by me, yes,
To me, what's special about this is that I don't think I would find it in any store or anywhere. It would be individually mine.
Absolutely, yeah, these are one of a kind, yes, definitely, yeah. I have a page on Instagram, and there they can come. Me have my number there, or I can give you my number. It's 917-605-2044, and just give me a call. Yes, definitely.
And your page on Instagram, what's it called?
It's DM Collections.
You're in for a treat. A living legend. And that is, of course, a certified award that he was given in Jamaica at King's House. With songs such as that. You know what we're talking about? Your Honor. You know the one there? Round Road Liver. You know the one there too? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the icon, the living legend. Yes, sir. Shervington, put your hands together for him as he come on up.
Okay. Hello, everybody. We're going to have a good time tonight. You help me have a good time. I think I'll be girl about a quarter of me. Don't you be late. And if it rains, I got my umbrella. We check out every spot in this New York State. It's a long time. We know how to go next time, but this time we're gonna have a good time. I'm in a dancing mood. My head is feeling so good. I don't need no drinks, no smoke, and no food, 'cause I'm just in a dancing mood. Oh, yeah. I'm in a dancing mood.
Actually, for months, we've been talking about today's event, Grand Ole Market, and we mentioned that we would be in collaboration with KSF, with Afri Creole. So you got three big powerhouses coming together. And I'm here with the sweet Adele. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing good.
Okay. So you're here today. I see the Kedna Stephen banner. I know we told people about it, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to share with the viewers what's happening today.
Okay, so we're here in the Toy Drive in Brooklyn, just supporting, and we're just raising our foundation for the kids in Haiti.
Do you remember last year's toy drive?
Yeah, I do.
And you remember the amount of gifts that we collected? My goodness.
Yeah, we collected a good amount of gifts for the children.
And so you're involved this year again. What do you think this means for the children in our school?
I think this means that they get a chance to like experience how Christmas is by us giving them like gifts. So hopefully they are happy this year for what we give them.
Now, can we see one of your t-shirts?
This is the front, KSF, and this is the back. So it has the website and the number.
Why do people need to know this information and the website and all these things? What can they do?
They can find more information and they can donate on the website here. And you could also see some pictures and the team and everything.
And you don't know about this yet, but the gifts that they give are tax deductible. You don't pay taxes yet. Lucky you. Enjoy it while you can. Yeah. But for anyone who does pay taxes, if you owe the government and you give your receipt that you have given donations up to a certain amount, then some of it will be forgiven or credited. You learned something new today.
Yes, thank you.
Anyway, we thank you so much for being here and for the work that you're doing to help the children. This year, we're actually teaming up with Andrew, and he's having a great program which is called the Grand Ole Market, and he's going to be celebrating Christmas Caribbean style. He's going to do it in Brooklyn. He's going to do it in the Bronx.
Okay.
So this Saturday, it'll be the Bronx. Sunday, it'll be Brooklyn. We'll be there in Brooklyn to represent the Caribbean culture, the islands, the food, the music. And we're going to be collecting gifts for the children.
Okay, somebody write down this one on the 100 unfortunately. So they got like jump on the people. You should have been made right up on
anyways, folks, thank you so much for being with us. I know I enjoyed myself. Andrew, thank you. Performers, thank you. Miss Dorisme, thank you. And the little dancers, this really gave me a taste of Caribbean Christmas. You guys came out, you represented. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and all the best. Good night.
Know who you are. Celebrate your culture. Life is a festival. Explore it with me, Lady Nay. Join us live Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. Let's share information. Naptano chaque samedi, 6h pour 7h du soir, as we discover Afro-Caribbean culture. L'union fait la force.